Hello everyone! It's time for more One Piece Odyssey. We're going to be continuing the DLC. For those of you for our two guests who have recently joined us, unfortunately one of them is going to be heading out in a few minutes.
No, I think I can stay for longer. I'll just ask them if they want to start in a couple of hours later, because they're in Pacific time, so it's not that late for them yet.
Yep. So I'm gonna have to make a bit of an adjustment. Hold on a second.
Uh-oh.
But yeah,
What did you do, Roshan?
What did I do?
What did you do? Zero had to make adjustments. What did you do?
Not telling you.
Uh-oh.
There you go.
Why would I reveal my secrets?
Sorry, Roshan, you are currently within ear nibbling range of Kit.
Oh, God!
You see it on screen right now, as soon as I show it off.
I mean, cats do like ear nibbling.
Those are very sensitive. Very... At least they're Finn's ears. Finn's ears aren't as gigantic, kids.
Oh right, the guy.
There you
It's
go.
funny because Finn's actually like 3 feet tall, so having him be this big is funny.
I forgot who that is. Who's Finn again? Of your
He's my
characters?
little imp guy.
There we go. Okay, so storyline. The Straw Hats were getting ready to leave. We're getting ready to leave the island to continue on an adventure, and they were getting ready to have one last party. Then suddenly, Lin disappears. This Lin in Organization 13 hoodie shows up with a red cube and sucks everyone in and sucks all the characters into Memoria, including the red-eyed Lin who showed up at the end. Who showed up at the end of the game. It turned out that the Memoria that we're in is actually an alternate reality version of Alabasta where Crocodile won.
Ooh. We're in full AR mode, huh? Or all history mode, not alternate reality. So how beefy are the DLCs for this?
If you talk, for all intents and purposes, there is a lot of stuff like cut out, like there's not as much exploration.
Gotcha.
So you don't have access to the whole. You don't have access to like the whole world map. You just it just cuts between scenes like the Straw Hats go to this location because since we're playing the DLC, and I'm pretty sure they had good reason because you already explored everywhere multiple times in the game. So
yeah.
they just save you the trouble. All the soldiers might have been wiped out when Crocodile took Alabasta down. You saying that Crocodile took down all these soldiers by himself? I'm just glad the new Royal Army isn't using this as a base. Let's keep heading for Alabarna.
Yes.
I still love Frankie's shirt.
Oh yeah, you love Frankie's shirt? Yeah, you're gonna really... I'm about to say, have you seen the character designs in, for Egghead?
Egghead. I think I think I have. I need to look it up now.
Yeah, do yourself a big favor. Look up Jinbei Egghead.
Egghead arc. Jinbei. Oh, nice.
Yep, they just straight up gave him freaking. Yeah, Jinbei has straight up dad energy.
I can dig it.
Again, yeah, a situation like this kind of make me wish that Aiden was here so that he could just slobber all over Nico Robin.
No.
Unsurprising.
Yeah, that.
Still considered a moment of triumph that I got Aiden to admit that his type is a lady that can hurt him.
Oh boy.
Honestly, considering how popular Leia tends to be with you guys, that sort of describes a lot of you.
Oh,
Oh,
I spoke too soon. I should have asked for Aiden to show up here because now there are two Nico Robins.
Oh boy. God. Beach one and the one that's ready for the fashion scene in Milan.
Yeah, but this is after. Yeah, but this is they mentioned that Nico Robin betrayed them, so this is after. So this is after the events at after the main storyline. Because Nico Robin never had any intention of giving Crocodile access to Pluton. That was the information that was on the poneglyph that Crocodile wanted her to read.
Those are words.
I'm about to say I keep asking how far you're into One Piece kit.
I know. I keep getting sidetracked. I'm still in the opening arc, like the opening couple arcs.
Okay, so yeah, you're not even in Alabasta yet.
Nah.
Okay, so there are these poneglyphs that exist that are completely indestructible and are said to hold the historical information. The only one that we were aware of at this point in time who can read the poneglyphs is Nico Robin because she's the only surviving archaeologist of the island of Ohara.
Gotcha.
The island of Ohara was Buster called into oblivion because the world government discovered that they were researching poneglyphs.
Yeah, and I remember they're really paranoid about people learning about some of that stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, so yeah, this is taking place afterwards because Nico Robin betrayed Crocodile and somehow survived.
Yosh, 本人に聞いてみよう。おーい、ロビン！誰？どうして私の名前を？
Okay, that answers that question. This is a universe where Luffy didn't fail. This is a universe where the Straw Hats never intervened.
何言ってんだお前。
Oh.
俺たちのこと忘れたのか？ちょっと待ってルフィ。
I'm going to pretend like I know what that
ま
means.
だ私たちの仲間じゃない頃のロビンよ。
I betrayed a crocodile once.
そっか。
It was worth it. The hook gets a little itchy sometimes, but it was worth it.
覚えているはずがないわ。
Okay.
ちょっと待って。この時のロビンって俺たちと会ってるはずだよな。
少なくともルフィ、ゾロ、サンジ、ナミ、ウソップとは会っているはずよ。
Very subtle design.
Yeah, the character designs for especially Nami and Robin got shafted. They just got bigger boobs. Yeah, at the very least, I would have met Luffy. Yeah, at the very least, I would have met Luffy, Zoro, Sanji, Nami, and Usopp. Yeah, on the Going Merry.
I will be immature. You cannot stop me.
Yep. right after you all left Whiskey Peak.
だよ
Yeah.
な。だけどあの反応。
Yeah, but from that reaction,
この記憶世界では
in
会っ
this
ていないっていうことみたいね。
yeah, it seems like in this world we haven't met. Yeah, this is a universe where the Straw Hat Pirates never existed.
Oh, interesting. I imagine that changes a fair few things.
あなたたち
Aren't
But I'd
aren't the
lim-
Straw Hats the main characters?
Yeah, they're
それとも
they're
政府の追って
the main party.
Yeah.
あなたに聞きたいことがあるの。それが聞ければあなたは自由。そんな言葉に騙されないわ。私は
And
誰も
I do find the
信用しない
manga art. I can see why it stood out for a lot of
So,
people. It's
even
definitely an
another-
interesting. It's one I need to get
Daremo
back to because it's definitely been an
信用できないし。
interesting read thus far.
大原の悲劇で全てを失い、賞金首となって逃げ回る日々。優しく迎え
Yeah.
入れても、金目当てに通報される。
Yeah, after losing everything in the Ohara tragedy, you spent the following years on the run. Even those who were kind to you ended up turning you in for money.
海賊、
Aw.
裏組織。どこへ行けども、海軍が追ってきた。そのせいで、海賊からも、組織からも、裏、そして今、バロックワークスからも追われている。何が言いたいの？私のことに随分詳しいようだけど、そのくらい少し調べれば、政府の人間でも、組
Yes, the
織の
Google is
人
strong
間で
with
も分
this
かる
one.
ことよ。そんな言葉で同情でもしたつ
Yeah,
も
they're
り？
both archaeologists, so of
ふざ
course,
けないでほしい。
of course, their wisdom stat is god tier.
幼い頃から妖怪と呼ばれ、母の顔も知らず、親戚の家で育ち、
One of my closest IRL friends
クローバー博士からは
was in an archaeology degree. He ended up not being able to finish financial reasons, but he has fascinating insights on all sorts of subjects.
浜辺に打ち上げられ
Smarties, those guys.
Yep.
ハグワールディサウルに。彼は笑うことを教えてくれた。クローバー博士
Did
に
it, she.
家にも安らぎはない。どうしてそんなことまで知っているの？あなた、何者？
Yeah, they're making good use of the
私が
previous
何者かという質
costumes.
問は答えても混乱するだけだと思うわ。だけど、
As long as at some point there is sufficient
あなたのこと
hat
誰も
gremlin
よく知っている。
respect.
They're quite rattled. Of course they are. What shall we do? Oh, it's Captain Choice time. Assess the situation or go a little farther.
Hmm.
Let's assess the
You're going-
situation.
You're going to assess the situation. Very smart.
どうやったのかは知らないけど、よく調べたみたいね。だけど、だから余計に
See if you can pose them for the Spider-Man meme.
あら、説得は失敗みたいね。
お前
Meow.
そんな人事みたいに。
敵だった頃とはいえ
やりにくいですね。
興味深い話を
If there
あ
were
り
two Roshans, it'd be like, okay, meow something, only the real Roshan would meow.
Two kitties, many kitties.
Dude, the enemy design, the monster design in this game never ceases to delight me.
Strawberry gator. Look out! There's an alligator growing out of that strawberry.
And
保険は常にかけておくものよ。
and a bear that spent all of his college scholarship learning 3 bars of music.
The strawberry gator is confused, like, what?
This game is this entire franchise is just utter insanity. Everyone knows the best gators are blueberry gators.
Win condition, miss all Sundays HP is below 20%. Lose condition, when miss all the Sundays knockout.
Huh, so you have to beat her up, but not like totally annihilate her.
Yep.
It's one of those quests, I see.
Yeah. Oh, and by the way, when you enter the battle, the strawberry gator is automatically confused because it can't tell the difference between the two.
Oh, poor fella. I get that. You'll get over it. You'll learn. You'll learn eventually. It's okay to be confused. Just accept it. That is life.
To Robin's, I'm confused.
Oh no, Chopper's confused too?
No, Chopper's translating for the Strawberry Gator.
Oh, okay.
So I need
So I was going to say, that's the last thing you need is a confused hat gremlin running around in circles doing zoomies.
Yeah, let's, I don't want to switch battle mode, I want to switch characters. I need Brooke.
Hell yeah, we do.
And I'm going to switch him for Sanji, because Sanji will not attack Nico Robin.
I forgot he's got the odd chivalry quirk. Oh gosh, it's been ages since I've watched Skelly Boy in action.
Skelly Boy.
It's the best character ever. The style, the fro, the hat, the fish guitar, the ice sword, the laugh. Just, it's nothing not to love.
Why do Japanese RPGs like making their characters do very silly laughs?
Yeah, that is pretty common. I
just played FF7 and there's that guy, Heidegger?
yeah, haha.
And then the woman, I forgot her name.
Yeah, Scarlet.
I
like it when they're both laughing at the same time and they're like going back and forth. Like it's almost like they're trying to outdo each other. It's like dueling banjos or something.
They are very silly.
Yay! There's our boy. Hey, buddy. I have greatly enjoyed the Chopper gifs you've been posting.
I don't want to hit, I need to deal with Humpton first.
Yeah, I am Black Meat John. Big explosion.
Blowing people up, yeah. Including the delightful spherical birds that did nothing to nobody.
No, I'm fighting someone who, if I say their name, would be very spoilery, so I'm not going to do it.
Oh.
Actually, you know what? Their name means nothing without context. Athena.
Oh. I was afraid you were going to say you're fighting a Huckleberry Gator.
No. She does like using a certain spell you might be familiar with.
Oh.
Ultima.
Oh, yeah. I've been on the both using and receiving end of that one.
A specific variant of Ultima, though.
I've forgotten about this.
Oh no.
Why is this black mage not putting down their ley lines? Are they stupid?
And of course, Sanji would be the one to try and talk her down.
Okay.
I like when he gets beat too. Dang, looks like he did slap you in the rocks. Why is he in such a bad mood? That bear spent a lot of money on that grill. He should be showing it off.
I know, right?
But those birds definitely deserve dick hit. I don't know what you're talking about.
Those harmless round borbs, they're just were going about their day.
No, I will not take any protests. They deserved it. They always deserve it.
This is Borb
あな
persecution.
たたちの相手は私よ。
What was that?
This is Borb persecution.
I mean, have you seen what cats do to birds?
I've also seen what some birds do to cats. We had a
トレンドフルール
we had a cockatoo when I was a teenager, and Ghost was petrified of the cockatoo. It was a very harmless bird,
Oh, that's
手加
funny.
減はしない。
Aw,
but Ghost was absolutely just terrified of her.
I love kitties. That's so silly.
And then Twix, who was the kitten we had at the time,
グラップ
one time she got out, and we weren't sure where she was. We thought, oh,
I'm
wait a
surprised
minute.
that tech.
We have the bird over.
I'm really
Oh, what?
Never
Sorry.
good when kittens get out when they're not supposed to.
Yeah, I'm really
Sorry, what you're
sorry,
saying.
but I was distracted. I'm surprised that Dustfloor Grab worked on Luffy because his balls is made of rubber.
What?
Devil fruit
Technically,
power-
technically, all of him is made of rubber. Technically, all of him.
Did you just say his balls are made of rubber?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oda made it very clear that anytime a Devil Fruit user has their body transformed, all of their body is made of that. All that body is transformed. There's even an entire thing when after the crew gets separated, where Luffy lands on Amazon Lily, the island of women, and all the women were trying to pull off all these mushrooms that were spread all over Luffy's body. And there was this one mushroom that they just couldn't remove for some reason.
Ah!
I see. I don't like it.
I guess I'll save all the kahone fruit for me then. But we did find the kitten eventually. We walked in,
Good.
and this cat was nose to nose with the cockatoo, who was at the bottom of her cage.
Aww,
And the cockatoo just goes, "Hello."
kitty.
It was very cute.
I love Kitty. Did you know I love Kitty?
I had a hunch.
Kitty is obviously best, always.
And that just died, so clearly that's not a functional program. Yeesh.
ねよ
oh dear.
That's not a fun.
相手になるわ。トレンドフルール
Yeah, some of these projects are not finished because some of them were more like experiments. One of them's like an API
運の悪い子ね。
thing.
Bro, the boss just ultimated me, so cringe. I did not consent to being ultimated.
It's
Sorry.
Athena speaks for the boards.
I don't think she speaks for anyone but herself, knowing her.
So Zero, how what's the difficulty curve on DLCs? I know a lot of post-campaign stuff tends to be really hard. Or is it too early to have a verdict?
It's too early to have a verdict right now.
Gotcha.
But I am trying to be very careful. I have to knock.
え？何かおかしいわ。
What's this? Is there a Devil Fruit that copies ability and appearance? I'm like, it is possible that there might be a Devil Fruit that does that. The problem is though we don't know if it copies abilities yet, but we know that it copies the change of appearance. Well, there are two of them that do that. There's the clone fruit that Mr. 2 Bon Clay had, which I saw you also enjoyed Bon Clay's design. The Okama way dude that looks like that. I've seen a lot of pictures where they compare his look to Jim Carrey.
Oh boy. Oh, you're getting her there.
もう諦めなさい
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. When I'm playing this boss fight right now, I'm thinking about just how much this boss would fuck with your brain
Uh-oh.
as a new player.
さてどうしましょうか
It's a level 90 boss, so
まだ終わら
you're
ない
not gonna get there anytime soon.
狙いは外さね
It's the final raid boss as of right now,
I see.
like the very last raid boss. Until the weird cyberpunk raid comes out next. It's expansion.
Yeah, I've been hearing a lot about how the new one's kind of based on Final Fantasy IX. A lot of people are kind of inferring.
Yeah. That goes into
Final Fantasy IX, starring Monkey D. Zidane.
I go down and get some snacks. I've been going off the diet food, but my mom said that I could have a little bit of snacks occasionally.
Giving you a hand managing that, that's always good to have backup.
I'm actually very worried because I need to free up Luffy to be able to attack this all Sunday because he's currently bleeding, so his attack stat is down.
So it wouldn't be as dangerous to do overkill.
Yeah, so.
I'm just gonna get some gear and then I'll go. I wish I could be more. Well, I wish I could participate more when you play this game, but I literally have zero clue as to what's going on most of the time.
It took me a while. When we first started playing this game, I was just sort of here for the spectacle and the sheer cartoon silliness. I'm very slowly
With a Mega Man game,
pulling around.
kind of with some of the last Mega Man games we're doing, it's sort of the same situation where I have zero clue what's going on, so it's a bit hard for me to.
It's a lore dense series. Like One Piece is very lore dense.
Yeah.
Like I would love to see like a lore off between One Piece and Warhammer 40,000.
But I'm just here to make funny comments. That's what I'm here for. you love my kitty comments, right? The kitty comments.
Easy addition to most contexts.
Yeah, I'll be back. I really want snacks because I've eaten like 1,500 calories today because I didn't like one of the meals, so I didn't finish it. But the problem is that's supposed to be all the calories I have. So it means that I can afford to have some snacks.
Yeah, man, dieting's always kind of an adventure. I'm finally starting this week to be able to scale back FODMAP, which is a relief because I'm not big on. I can't have a ton of meat right now because of some other things, and then so like getting protein on FODMAP's been a real challenge.
Yeah, there was just like a bunch of the food for the latest thing for the lunch was like this coleslaw that I just did not like. And then for breakfast was fine, but I didn't have a lot of it because it was like they give you way too much cheese. I did not want to eat that much ricotta on my pancakes. So I just sort of saved most of it, and I just threw most of it away because it was just too much.
Yeah.
So I ended up. The dinner I just had there was really good. It was like salmon with, basically it's like these pre-made. It's a pre-made diet thing. You've probably heard of those, right?
Yeah.
That my mom found, and she said it had good reviews, and the food is good, generally. Besides that coleslaw.
There we go. I think I did.
Okay.
That looks good. Yeah.
Okay, I should probably go get the snacks instead of complaining about how I have no snacks.
Roshan's gonna get all the reindeer meat now.
Indeed.
Look at his victory, Brooke's victory pose too. Just is
Yeah,
there anything
the-
about him that is there anything about him that is anything less than delightful?
コツコツ成長していきますよ。骨だ。
待てルフィ、みんなも待ってくれ。ここまでだ。ロビンちゃんと戦うことなんてできねえ。
今さらどういうつもり？私たちは麦わらの一味。そして彼が船長のモンキー・ディ・ルフィよ。D。
You're a D?
Don't do it, Kit. You're more mature than this, Kit. You can handle this, Kit. You don't need to say it, Kit.
これで大丈夫だ。
ロビンちゃん
Don't worry, you can just focus on the hat gremlin
できれ
fixing
ば
up
こ
the
んな
animal
ことはした
friends.
くなかったんだが。
Oh.
これでも随分
I like that he's a healer, but he's also the Hulk. Just sort of
随分あなたたちに
does a little of
明確
everything.
な敵意がないこと。それで一体私に何が聞きたいの？じゃあ話してちょうだい。クロコダイルは一体どうしてこの国を
Freaking Luffy in the background saying like, yeah, I don't care about this information. I just want to beat up Crocodile. He's picking his nose.
Just could not care less about the emotional side of it.
今さら説明が必要。クロコダイルを変えてしまった元凶がそこにいるの。
私？
どういうこと？彼女が聞きたいのは私の方よ。クロコダイルに渡したあの黒いキューブ。
Oh, okay. So the evil limb gave the limb in the black coat gave Crocodile a cube.
黒いキューブ。
Um,
そんなもの私は知らないわ。
知らない？とぼけるつもり？ちょっと待って。クロコダイルはその黒い
I'm not playing stupid. I am
強
stupid.
くなったの。そうよ。
Okay.
ただそれを手にしただけで、それまでとは比較にならないほどのその力で。
No, that one compiles, but it's an old version. They've
それまでの結
they've
黒いキューブ。
deprecated like all of them.
その黒いキューブを渡したのを似ていたどころか、ウリ二つ。
Like looked like her. She looked exactly the same.
本当に
Well, you two are one to
あ
talk.
の少女と別人なの？
Well, again, the Nico Robin that we're with is a 2 years older. Because there was
I'm
a
just
2-year
saying,
time
like,
skip.
I'm just saying it's not that far fetched that it would be someone different when we're already got duplicate people running around.
それって
リムのふりして俺たちをはめやがったあいつか。
あの時の黒いやつに間違い
Yeah,
ねえ
the
だ。
one in black. She must be a member of Organization 13.
私たちをここに飛ば
Is
して
there a Z? Tell me,
Frickin'
is there,
Luffy.
is there, is there an X in your name? If there's an X in your name, we're gonna have words.
Look at Luffy. He's just just asleep.
それぐらいしか心当たりがねえよ。
ところで何なんだ。
さあ、私に。
だけどそんなやつのところからよ。
私には国の支配なんて興味。私は目的のものが見つかれば、あなたの求める情報じゃ
But
な
it
く
wasn't the information you were looking for. Yeah, yeah, Robin was assisted Crocodile only so that she could look at the poneglyph that was in Alabasta. The problem is though, the only information that was on that poneglyph was the location of Pluton. The problem is though, that's not what Nico Robin wanted. Nico Robin wanted clues to the Rio poneglyph to show so that she can learn the true history of the world.
あなたは一体どこまで？ええ、そうよ。総裁殿の奥にはポーネグリフがあると思っていたけど、そこにあったあれがポーネグリフとはと浮遊する石？不思議な石だった。近づくだけで。でもその様は私の求めるものではなかった。それはどんなことかつてワフルドは空にあり。
Wofford was in the sky, and storms troubled its citizens.
どうしてアラバスタにワフルドのことが？
Why is it writing about Wofford and
私の記憶
Alabasta?
ではそんなものなかったわ。
ねえ、その石があったのは総裁。
ええ。そう。ありがとう。聞きたかった話は聞けたわ。もうあなたは自由。
Go, be free, me.
ロビンちゃん、いいのかよ。
そのくらいかいくぐれるわ。彼女はそうや。あなた結局何者なの？言ったはずよ。その質問は混乱するだけって。
The answer will only confuse you. It just raises too many questions.
私のことなら何でも知っている。それなら聞くけど、私の求めるものは一体ど。それはあなたの目で確かめるべきよ。
You need to find that for yourself,
ことじゃないわ。
not have someone else tell you about it.
私はもう今のこの世界じゃどうかわからないけど、
Logs.
あなたにもいつか頼れる仲間が現れる。この世に絶対にないのよ。その言葉を。だから夢を。生きることを諦める必要はないわ。さあ、追っ手が来る前に行きなさい。話は終わったわよ、ルフィ。
Hey Luffy, exposition time is over. It's time to fight things.
よし、じゃあ行くか。
ええ。
Right, we're punching stuff again. Hell yeah.
総裁殿にあった浮遊する石って。
でも総裁殿にキューブがあるなんて。
わからないけど、もしかして脱出の鍵はクロコダイルじゃなくて。
しかしわかんねえことが増えちまっ
Yeah,
たな。
yeah, we're trying to find the cube
クロ
that'll
コダイル
enable
が
us
手
to
に入れたっ
leave.
ていう黒いキューブ。こいつは俺たちをこの世界に飛ばした。
わけわかんねえことばっかりだ。
I don't know anything about anything. What is going on?
だが
Poor Hat Gremlin.
俺たちの目
There's,
的は
there's
この
sad
世界
truth
か
in the
ら
world.
脱出することだ。そのヒントがキューブにあるのか。この世界の異変の中心であるクロコダイルを倒せば脱出できるのか。いずれにしても向かう先は同じなんだろう。
ええ、アルバーナよ。
Yep,
そう
we're off
ね。
to Alabarna.
急ぎましょう、ルフィ。
おう。
Crew headed for Alabarna. And it would take forever for us to walk there, so we're just going to scene jump straight to Alabarna. Here we are.
着いたわね、アルバーナ。
よし、ワニを探してぶっ飛ばすぞ。
Yeah, let's find Crocodile and kick his butt.
いや待てルフィ。わざわざ戦わなくてもキューブの方に手がかりがあるかもしれねえ。
We may not have to fight if the cube can give us a clue.
ルフィ。
あれは
リムちゃん。
Like,
Hmm.
oh no. Lim with, like, white hair and red eyes.
あいつ。
How many limbs we got up in this place?
俺たちをメモリアに閉じ込めやがって。
Yeah.
Yep, Lim. Oh no, Lim fell into the vat of bleach.
あいつを捕まえればこの世界から出られるんじゃねえ
Deviant,
か。
like Deviant post.
Yeah, I felt
Yeah. Oh
よ
dear.
し、捕まえるぞ。
来て。
Speaking of the server that
おい待て。今の声。
you
声
think you'll be able to
声
respond
ってなん
to.
だルフィ。
また声が聞こえたんだ。追いかけるぞ。
maybe. I'm still trying to see. I've
クロ
got
コダイルか。
後回しだ。
I've got
ワニは
some
必
code
ずぶっ
that's
飛ばす。
technically gonna work for this, but it's on older versions, so like everything's deprecated.
I think a better question is, do you actually think you'll be able to respond tonight?
Oh yes, that is a. Yeah, I think I probably can do that.
Okay.
Just not this exactly right this second.
No, that's fine.
こっちの方に行ったよ。
消えやがった。
Poor computer be chugging.
Yep, we're at the mausoleum.
Oh yeah, that's pretty.
ワフルドの記憶、さっき現れたリムに似たショップ。
やっぱりキューブ
Well, it's nice to have a computer where you can try to compile 3 things at once to see what happens.
Oh, you sorted out your computer situation then?
The crew was careful not to be spotted by the new royal army and headed further inside the royal mausoleum.
Yeah, my backup drive situation is still a little weird because I still don't know why it failed, but it's back again, so fingers crossed. Oh no. Ghost limb.
Oh.
Wow, I'm late.
What do you mean? Time is a construct. Reality is a lie. The universe is a hologram.
Hi.
Yeah.
Oh, look how small you are, and I'm petting your
I
shoulder.
apologize. I kind of got distracted with Macross toy.
At least you're having fun. That's what matters.
Yeah.
That's the most CC thing I've ever heard.
Oh, look,
But
I'm
now-
patting your shoulder.
I took more pictures of it.
There you go. New objective ahead.
つまり
よし、行くか。
Go. Go on down. We must follow
There,
Ghost Limb. Oh,
I took more pictures of it.
Nice.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
I'm never transforming this thing again.
No.
oh no.
Yeah, you mentioned it's a lot of work.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of risk of stuff breaking.
Yeah. Also, the display stand is kind of precarious. I'm probably not going to use it very long. I'm just going to leave it in the position of that last photograph because I like the way it looks. But then, once I'm tired of it, the display stand's going back in the box.
Dude, display stands are so fiddly. Like, some of the Warhammer ones are just way more trouble than they're worth.
おい、たるんでいるぞ。
Mm.
あれ？
This one just
Like-
feels cut. This one just feels like if you leave a figure on it for like a couple of weeks, it's just gonna become loosey goosey. I won't be able to hold
No.
the figure up anymore.
Roshan, look.
Is there kitty?
It is the
Yes.
it is one of the symbols of it's one of the ancient symbols of Alabasta. It's the catfish.
I see.
If you find
Naturally.
a catfish, you are forbidden to harm it because it is an endangered species.
Cute.
Well, that's concerning because I've eaten catfish
な
before.
るほど。
Not to confuse it with the Sandoran catfish that's inside the water in that's inside the waters of Alabasta.
For some reason, catfish seems to be a popular thing in like fish restaurants here in this part of Chicago.
You realize he's talking about a fictional catfish, not the real life
I know,
catfish,
I
right?
know. I'm aware. I'm just being silly.
What military operation do I have to sign up with to become a crocodile centurion? Congratulations, here's your golden here's your very silly golden crocodile hat and pokey stick.
切り刻まれる？刻まれちゃう？我ら国王親衛隊が
Oh, sweet. You can have a gun, too.
よほほこの方たちの
よほほ
国王というのは
そう
I
だ
love
な。ビビちゃんの知り合いにしちゃ品が。
どけ
Brooke is pretty
俺
great.
たちの邪魔すんな
それで道
Your
を開け
face
た
is
ら
pretty great.
バカなのシュッシュ
I agree.
I like how all the Straw Hats have their voice actors from the TV show.
Oh, did they get all of them? That's pretty cool.
Yeah, the
Always do.
Japanese voice actors, yeah.
Oh, nice. They don't always
Even
do that.
though
for
like
video games.
even like most of the Japanese voice cast is fucking celebrities. not really celebrities, but like really popular voice actors who are in a lot of things.
Interesting.
Beat the Royal Guide. All three are very skilled. Don't let your guard down. Attacks filled
No,
with
I told this
spirit.
to. Sorry.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Attacks filled with spirit can be one-hit kills. Raising defense and guts with cooking is recommended.
Yeesh.
Okay, you know Krillin from Dragon Ball Z,
Yeah.
or just Dragon Ball in general.
Yeah.
Luffy here, the protagonist of One Piece, is voiced by the same woman who voiced Krillin in Japan.
Really?
Yes.
Interesting.
That
Okay,
helmet's
I was
cool.
gonna say.
Yes, Luffy. Yes. We're on the same wavelength, my guy.
Okay, what I was gonna say is, I have a very hard time telling the difference between, like, I have a very hard time recognizing voice actors. I've told this to my friend who's very into voice acting too, but like, I just cannot remember voice actors' voices and be like, oh yeah, it's that I remember them from show here.
So it's with me, it's more like if it's a popular name, who's been in a lot of things, and has a very distinct voice, I will always be able to tell. But
It doesn't matter if they're popular or not. For me, I can't recognize it.
maybe
Well,
your
this
brain
is-
just don't work.
Your face
I-
doesn't work.
I am the expert.
So
in
yours.
brains not working. Don't you give away my niche that easily. My problem is, and this is a possibly controversial opinion, I have a really hard time because all of Japanese voice acting seems to follow really set archetypes, and I have a really hard time distinguishing it when there are set
Yeah.
like you could have like Sephiroth from Last Order Final Fantasy, and it's the same as like any edgy
Also, a bunch of cards.
character in like 50 other anime, you know,
That's fair.
and like indistinguishable to me.
Oh, also, Usopp, the voice actor who plays Usopp in Japan is Kape Yamaguchi. You wanna know who else Kape Yamaguchi played?
Is that
Sure.
Yatoro and Katanin and Tiande, who was adapted as Speedy Cerviche in Samurai Pizza Cats.
Small World?
Yep.
Well, not really. I guess it's only one country.
There are people who play 14. They're English speakers who play 14 in the Japanese, with the Japanese voices, and I don't know why. Because the dub for 14 is, in my opinion, the English dub is better than the Japanese dub past the base game.
Yeah, some people get really.
And Square puts a lot of effort into their English dub, so they're really good. Usually.
They've done a good job with all of their modern things. Like I think 7 Remake is astonishingly good. I think 15, from what little I've played of it, I haven't played a ton of it. Maybe half of it was really good.
Yeah, Square tends to, at least modern game. I don't know enough about older games, but at least in modern games, they put a lot of effort into the.
That was a lot of cards.
Y'all ready for Snake Man?
I know.
Snack?
Oh dear.
Old video game voice acting is funny.
Yeah, I know people have said 10 is very silly. So the voice acting in
It
Final
was
Fantasy 10.
still pretty good. It just has moments. It's still
Yeah,
pretty good
that's
though.
the-
It's still pretty.
Okay.
But
Which
it
is the
definitely has
one?
moments.
Which is the one? I guess Final Fantasy doesn't have anything terrible then.
Yeah, I wouldn't call any of them terrible. I do think 10 will have moments that are a little baffling,
Up to.
but like none of it's going to be like early Resident Evil, like nothing close to something like
Oh, is
that.
Resident Evil bad? I've never
Oh
played a
boy, the
Resident Evil
first
game.
one. Oh boy, the first one is rough. Now, what could be behind that door?
Almost,
Oh
you're
no, a
almost,
Jill sandwich.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Yeah, it's kind of a rough
Did they
one.
just for baffling stuff like that? It's just like
Whenever I think of really funny, bad video game voice acting, the first thing that always comes to my mind is, I wonder what Ganon's up to.
Oh yeah, that's fair. It's a good one.
Back with a little more richer.
But those are like funny. Those are
They are
like
very funny, yes.
I think that there's, I don't know. I'm not one of those. I'm not one of those like all subs or all dubs people. It's very much case by case for me.
yeah.
Yeah, same.
I tend to prefer subs for anime, but dubs for video games.
Fair.
But it's not like you said, it's not set in stone. It depends. Usually, yeah, but that's usually because like that's probably just because the quality for most anime dubs is horrendous.
It's true, yes.
Yeah.
Especially the further back in time you go.
Although there's some I'll fight for. Like I will still say that one of
Pokemon
best
isn't
dubs,
horrible.
one of the best dubs I remember seeing.
I'm really sorry. I'll be
when I
right
was
back.
younger was Trigun.
Okay.
Trigun is still one of my favorite dubs.
I've watched the first couple episodes of Trigun, but not any more of it.
Oh boy, that one takes a left turn. That is one where watching a few episodes, you're going to be. There are some tone shifts in that one. Let me just say that.
But yeah, what I was saying is I don't think Pokemon's horrible.
Oh yeah, Pokemon's
Well, it's also like really heavily localized, though.
true. Jelly
Oh
Donut.
yeah, but
Like it's not even attempting to stay true to the original Japanese version.
yeah,
which
but
is,
sometimes
like,
that's
fine for what it is.
Final Fantasy XIV script is actually very heavily localized too, because there's a lot of jokes that only make sense in English in the English script.
Yeah.
That's why you get all the
most dubs do that,
silly
though.
quest names like "Come into my castrum" that we saw last time.
Yeah.
A lot of
pretty
the quests.
sure a lot of
There's a lot
things
of very
in general
horny
do
quest
that.
names too in 14.
I mean,
sorry.
that's kind of thing you have to do sometimes.
I like when localization is. It's a tough balance. It's like staying true to the original, but also having relevant
Shit
things.
makes sense.
Yeah, and having relevant things like honestly, some video game translations, even if they do clip things, I think stuff like Chrono Trigger and Earthbound and like Mario RPG are just incredibly charming. They're very funny.
A huge problem with it all is that there's a lot of very specific cultural shit that will make no fucking sense to an American, and you gotta figure out what you're gonna do with that.
Yeah, I'm back. Sorry. It was a phone call. From
Yeah, that's
my
why
sister.
so many. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
It was a phone call from my sister.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but that's why. That's why that's why the Final Fantasy XIV script is so heavily localized, because otherwise the script would make there are a lot of very specific jokes that only make sense in Japanese or English.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just that's just kind of a thing where a lot of translators and localizers had to deal with. It's like, oh my god, how do I deal with this?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm playing the most crazy Geometry Dash level. Somehow this creator managed to introduce 3D things into the... How did he do this? What the fuck? I'm almost tempted to stream it, but I don't want to take away from Zero's stream.
And honestly, I kind of think there's a lot of people who don't entirely understand how localization works or why things need to be localized.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You can't, like, even subtitles I have seen will not be 100% accurate to the actual Japanese dialogue because there's either a joke that doesn't translate or the line wouldn't make sense if translated literally to English.
Yeah.
Yeah, makes sense.
There are a lot of weird purists when it comes to anime, and I don't know why.
I mean, I admit I will very frequently watch some anime subtitled and be like, I probably would have translated that line differently, or I probably would have worded that differently, or because I've noticed a weird issue where a lot of subtitles would be like really clunkily worded, like not really like should have been kind of edited for brevity.
Yeah.
I think I come across that a lot. Also seeing spelling and grammar errors in subtitles is fucking hilarious.
My sister's one of those people who will always find spelling errors on things like local news or like commercials. Just like homes in on it. Like
I'm also one of those people.
We have a surprising amount of them.
Yeah.
Hey Luffy, here's some meat.
You'd think in the era of spell check, at the very least.
This is like, I have
don't know
all these
how people make
Ultraman Blu-rays and DVDs. They're just fucking. The subtitles are full of weird grammar and spelling errors all over the place. These are official. These were officially licensed products that were approved by like 2 different corporations.
Well, you have to consider that a lot of them probably just don't care.
Probably, yeah. I don't know. You know, the fact that a lot of them were recycled from other things with a lot of the subtitles, because some of the shows had been licensed previously, and a lot of subtitles were reused from previous licenses.
Hi, Finger.
You know what you got to give Frankie? Like, everyone does their call-out attacks, right? Frankie's the only one who names them after himself. And, like, props to that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. What is Fingers supposed to use? Finger says hello in voice text. I guess Fingers is doing text only.
Oh, hi, Fingers.
That's fair.
Hi, textual Fingers.
Yeah. You know what I want to do? I want to set him on fire.
Common.
You want to set Fingers on fire? I mean, he has done some mean stuff in Worms.
Sorry, Fingers.
Oh, no worries, man. It's nice to see you, but don't overextend yourself. Always take care of yourself.
Yeah.
Yes. Do you all enjoy
Super Body?
Yes.
No
we
one
all
will
enjoy
argue for
Frankie's super body.
Amazing.
Navlinks. Why did I? Why are there 1,200 of these?
Of what?
This is an old thing I wrote, and I don't remember. I don't know why there are so many database entries. I'm trying to curate some. I have a potential job, but they're like, we want to see more of your like app background, because some of my app, I don't have a lot of app stuff that I can share because a lot of it's proprietary. So I'm trying to dig through a bunch of my like random projects and pieces to see what's functional enough to show them.
Fair.
Yeah.
Yep. The crew followed after the mysterious girl and headed further inside the royal mausoleum.
Down once more to the dungeon of my black despair. Down we plunge to the prison of my mind. Down that path into darkness deep as hell.
Can you just watch this for a second?
Am I being punished? Am I punished for doing singing?
Weird.
It is.
So,
clown part.
Do you recognize? Do you recognize this from a certain game?
Oh my god!
Someone built the Jevil thing in Tree Dash. What the fuck?
What now? I don't know what that is.
Jewel from Deltarune, and his Ferris wheel thing.
Carousel.
Kit, what do you think of Ultraman Arc?
Like his
そういう
cube.
ことね。
Cool cube.
Cube.
ロビン
With it, we will be the ultimate geometry dashers.
So I read the plot synopsis, and it just sounds like Blazar again,
Oh yeah.
kinda, yeah. But
But
like,
But does
not
he make
quite.
the noises? Does he make the noises though? I'm gonna miss the noises.
No, he makes classic Ultraman noises.
とにかく
Whoa.
He goes Schwatch in the
Oh.
trailer that they put out.
Hit when no noises. Truly the most tragic thing he's ever seen.
何か古い記録のようね。
A sky island. I wanna go
Yeah,
to a sky
Wofford
island.
used to be a sky island.
I mean, it basically sounds like very similar to Blazar, but with a much younger protagonist
予測の正確さを上げるも
who is not a commander of anything.
Like Jeed Young.
困難を極め
Yeah, Jeed Young.
多くの民は抵抗し始めた
Not quite Jeed Young,
ある時
but
冒険者たちが遺跡より
more.
太古の遺物を発見するそれが
The actor is 24. I'll put it that way.
そして荒ぶる神
Okay. That's young, fairly young. Especially since usually they hire people in their 20s to play teenagers in a lot of media.
Yeah.
神の息吹
Yeah, he's a little old for a Toku protagonist still, but not like, but definitely much younger than Gento.
かつてワフルド
Oh no, not the weather thing again.
神の息吹
That's always one of the things that's
を操る
been very interesting to me in some Japanese products is that they make their protagonists really
ワ
young.
フルドと神の息吹
Yeah.
でもこれだけじゃ
Okay, the actor is 24, but the character is
続きがある
23.
かもしれないわ何か心当たりはない
そうね
And
聞き覚えがあるわ確か
maybe that's one of the reasons that FF8 feels kind of
どこで読んだ
more anime-y than a lot of other Final Fantasy games. Is that
This,
it's one of the
this
few
guy is-
Final
this guy
Fantasy
is
games that
よーし今度出てきた
they
ら
posted the
そう簡
protagonist.
単に捕まるかしら
ここで得られる情報は
um,
脱出の手がかりもなさそうだしな
やっぱりこの世界
but
の
I
変
was
の
just saying that
中
one of the reasons, like I think FF8
クロコダイルを倒す
is
しか
one of the first games to have a younger cast.
Mm.
By the way,
'Cause I think
now while I was working, I actually have been playing like Man with the Machine Gun in the background.
nice.
So now, for all
That
intents
is a
and
good
purposes, yeah, and now for all intents and purposes, I might want to stream Final Fantasy VIII.
Ooh.
We could do it simultaneously.
All the final we're just all spiraling into Final Fantasy.
何度でもぶっ飛ばしてやる
Arc looks very
やっぱりまた
interesting. I'm not sure if I like his design, if I'm being honest.
I like his crystally look with the thing in his forehead. The crystally.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. I do like that part.
Blazer was glowy though. Blazer was glowy and
Blizzard was very
and-
glowy.
and
Arc is definitely
asymmetrical.
more traditional than Blazar for sure.
That's Crocodile?
Yes.
I don't know what I was imagining, but wasn't that.
Crocodile is basically one of the many James Bond looking villains.
Yeah.
He's not a crocodile?
I mean, in
not.
One Piece, so I thought he might have actually been a crocodile.
Sorry, we don't have anybody that's eaten the croc fruit yet.
There are anthro-animal people much later in the story, but
Yeah, but the anthro-animal people are all mammalian.
I'm dying to get to
Any
Carrot.
kitty? Any
I'm
kitty?
dying.
Yes,
dying to
there
get to
are
Carrot.
cats.
Kitty!
Yeah, there's a big sexy leopard man you have to put the beat down on in this game.
Oh geez.
ええそうよ
um,
今頃気づいた
I just want to know
I don't know
Carrot's
if I-
ク
story.
ロコダイル
I don't know if I've said this anywhere where you would see it at already, Kit. But I think Arc looks kind of like a weird mix between Ultraman Orb Origin and Ultraman Ace. Kinda.
Oh yeah, you mentioned that.
His face looks kind of Ace-ish to me.
It is a pretty incredible cube. Speaking of cubes,
俺があいつを強化した
Are you talking about the Wario cube?
Oh no, now
That's
they're
what I
really in
mean,
trouble.
Kit.
Oh yeah, with the especially with the way the fin on the helmet. I mean, on one of them it's recurve and on the other it's recumbent, but it is similar.
Yeah. I don't know what those words mean, but sure.
See, I wish I were less of like a superficially predictable person at times, because one of the major things that I first got me to pay attention to One Piece was Carrot.
That feels very you.
Why am I not surprised?
You are. Yeah.
Please tell me Carrot's in a video game at some point.
You're not.
Or just
You're not losing the accusations of being superficially predictable today.
Rats.
Kit, do I have permission to tease Arcadius with the name Ultraman Arc?
Oh, please do, because every time you keep saying Arc, that's what the first thing my brain does. When you said Arc looks weird, I'm like, I mean, okay. I'm teasing. Does Carrot appear in this game at all, by the way?
No, I don't think so.
Oh.
Rip.
I don't know why I didn't ask that sooner. Maybe I did ask sooner. I probably asked repeatedly, and then the fact that he said no, I keep blocking from my brain in hopes that that fact will change over time.
That maybe.
I don't even know if she's that major a character, because like I'm told I'm gonna have to be reading for a while before I even get to her.
Yeah, she shows up in
She was introduced fairly recently.
Yeah,
like a couple years ago. And I don't think it was around too long. But I don't know for sure. Zero, did she stick around long?
She goes throughout all of Zoe. She's around for all of Whole Cake Island arc. She's around throughout throughout all of Wano. But then after that, she's basically like, hey, Carrot, you rule the entirety of Zoe now.
Oh.
And then that's it.
Oh my god, that means that there's somewhere where it's ruled by the it's Queen, it's all hail Queen Bunny Chick. Oh hell yes.
Kit, how predictable that you are into that idea.
Hey, the place where you can hail the Queen Kitty is better. Okay.
Oh no, it'd be terrible if you guys had to fight in like some form of like ritual combat.
I'm honestly not surprised that they seem to be going back to something more traditional after Blazar.
Blazar was definitely different from the other ones I've seen thus far.
Yeah, it is extremely different, and Arc is definitely looking like it's going back to being traditional. It's fine. But, it's fine. It's not... I'm not particularly excited by it, but also not, like, not excited. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Like, it's more like, oh yeah, that's a new Ultraman. Alright.
What do you mean, no?
Very classic looking Ultraman. With nothing really super distinguishing about him.
That is a little bit of a bummer.
Unlike Blazar, it was like super new and unique, and now we're just back to basic man.
Basic man.
Trademark copyright. Don't steal.
You know, Kit, it seems like Leia and Carnival really were.
Oh yeah, they got along real well.
Oh my.
I mean, I don't know. they're both different types of.
Oh my!
I think they're both. They're sort of different types of like assertive, I guess. I don't know.
Crocodile is throwing stuff at Brooke. What is this?
It seems like I think Leia in general takes things less seriously than Carnival does. I don't know.
Carnival's just intense in all of her different extremes.
Leia's just a little shit sometimes.
She actually can be very lavish and affectionate but exclusively on her terms.
Yeah, Leia's not like that. Leia's just a cat. What am I trying to think of how to describe her? I think she just saying she's a cat just sort of always seems to sort of get across what I'm trying to say.
I'm deeply confused as to why this thing I'm running is coming up null. Because otherwise it works. But this one part of it doesn't.
No. Although I don't know why I even responded to that. Of course I won't know why, but fuck, I don't know how to program. I'm an idiot. That's not true. I do know how to program a little bit.
Roshan in a world gone stupid. On a world gone stupid, the idiot is king.
But Kit, you're stupider, so you're the bigger king.
Oh my god, failing upward again. We did it, guys. Woo!
I love the theme song to the 4Kids dub of Ultraman Tiga. It's really funny.
Oh, sorry to interrupt. Is the sandstorm an enemy itself? I thought it was just an attack.
No, the sandstorm is an enemy.
Oh, okay. I was confused for a moment.
I need to swap out.
No coughing.
I'm sorry.
No, I just want you to feel better.
Oh!
Comic. It uses the index. It uses a different index.
Okay. Kit, listen to this.
Alright, I can take a sec.
But Kit, sorry, while you're listening to that.
Yeah.
I think Leia would like screwing with Carnival just because she's so intense.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Sometimes I still just can't believe that's real. That's a thing that actually happened in the early 2000s.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa. Ultraman Tiga. It sounds like a South Park parody song. Ultraman Tiga.
It also has the most amazing lyric of all time. Quote, searching for a hero when super's just not enough.
You want to know something funny? I've never watched South Park. I've never watched a single episode of South Park.
I mean, if you want a lot of really strange political takes from the early 2000s, I mean...
It do be strange.
Okay, I think I know a good way to deal with this. You know those two twisters? Let's hit them with an even bigger twister.
I'll put it this way. Very much a show written by people who wanted to just talk about politics, but don't have any understanding of politics.
OMG, just like me. Jesus.
Like, just by watching it, you can just kind of tell, like, it's funny, but at the same time, if you really analyze it, it's like, these people have no clue what they're really talking about.
I think it's the thing that Snake Man. I think the thing that I found baffling was that a lot of their stuff is like self-contradictory at different times in the show.
Oh yeah.
Dude, that cube's an asshole.
It was very much admitted that the show's writers have no political literacy whatsoever and don't actually know what they're talking about, but they wanted to sound like they know what they're talking about.
There we go. Now I'm getting a string back. Woo.
I feel like that's how most political shows are, though.
Yeah.
They're meant to be entertainment. They're not most meant to be. That's why I always kind of roll my eyes when I say when someone cites a show or something or movie.
Yeah, it's like I just want to mention, South Park is the show that at one point made fun of Al Gore by having him freak out about Man Bear Pig because they thought it was funny. They thought global warming was real.
Okay, here's the thing that is really great though. I had a friend who in high school saw that and became fascinated with what a man bear pig would look like and drew like 50 different iterations of man bear pig.
They showed Man Bear Pig though at one point.
No, but like he didn't like their man bear pig. He thought he could improve on the man bear pigishness of man bear pig. Chopper, you can back him up, right?
The thing is, South Park has funny episodes, really funny episodes, and I like there's episodes I genuinely think are funny, and then also episodes I think are just really awful. Like its quality varies so wildly that it's just insane.
I think my favorite is when they just go on really bizarre adventures that don't just don't even lead anywhere.
Same. Honestly,
like one of my favorites that I saw with Grizz fairly recently was they do like a parody of the Da Vinci Code for this Easter story. And like they uncover that like the heir to the church is that St. Peter was a rabbit, and so that rabbits were meant to inherit the church. And like there's this secret society.
Like
there's like a secret society that's been maintaining this secret known as the Hair Club for Men.
God.
But like, and like they have like I think the part that caught me off guard the most was I think they were doing like this scene where they like were having the like this holy procession, and they have the song that's like Ius Peter Dominus Hominis est Domine Hippotus Hoppatus Deus Domine.
I kind of want to point out that there's a lot of people who go like, "Oh, South Park's ruined now. It's so much worse than it used to be." When it's always been like super hit or miss in quality.
It's just it's always been you get what you get.
Yeah,
dude.
And they literally make each episode in a week, so it's like, what do you expect?
Might be enough. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Now, while I'm gone, I want you to. While I'm gone, you get
episode is made.
I was about to say, I think this will be the final
episode
hit.
in a week.
Good. I was afraid if I left you alone with the sand, it would be coarse and rough and get everywhere in my absence. So.
Yeah, you're the one who's responsible for the sand. Clean your paws.
Oh, how dare you!
You know, seriously, that is actually true. That every South Park episode is made in a week. Like the entire production of every episode is in a single week.
That makes sense why that makes sense why I've heard that they're kind of unhinged sometimes.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Also, they were like so convinced that Donald Trump would not win the 2016 election that they like this whole storyline where they were trying to build up to Hillary Clinton winning the election, and then shit was gonna happen, and then they had to change plans last minute after Donald Trump won the election because they were so convinced Donald Trump would not win. That sure bit them in the ass.
I mean, the Democratic leadership at the time also kind of underestimated the appeal of Trump to many rural and suburban voters at the time.
Yeah, I was
a lot of that appeal. A lot of the suburban voters have dropped off over time, but if you, if you still, I've heard that if you still drive around rural areas, you'll see a zillion Trump signs.
Yeah, by the way, I love how Brooke had to say at the last second before...
Finger said can confirm.
Yeah.
I can also confirm.
Yeah, I'm about to say, I love how Brooke had to say at the very last second, "Ah, no, it's so bright, it's hurting my eyes. It's a good thing I don't have any." Before the scene ended. Yep, we're back in Nanohana.
I also just want to mention the fact that South Park just kind of constantly flops back and forth between Republican and Democrat views, constantly, all the time. Like it'll have an episode that says like the Republican view of it, and then like 2 years later, the one episode that's based on the Democrat view of it.
I wonder if it's different writers or if they're trying to appeal to both sides. Or...
I don't know. I really don't know.
Okay, so we beat Crocodile, and now Memorio's back to normal.
Dead.
I mean, like I said, a lot of the like early 2000s episodes have like a shitload of climate change denial, and then as time has gone on, they've stopped doing that
because they realize, oh shit, that's actually a thing.
Kind of seems that way.
I must drink some Ramine.
So South Park just is what it is. Really, it's just a bunch of nonsense, more or less, that people keep trying to say is really intelligent and smart, but it's not. It's just dumb nonsense. But it is fun how they ended up having to censor Muhammad out of things because they got in trouble for that.
Black limb.
Yeah.
Like up. Wait.
How many limbs we got? How many limbs we got up in this bitch?
So far there's 3.
Yeah, I know conservative Muslims tend to get very angry when you use
actually 4
in public.
Actually 4 because there's Ghost Limb too.
So
how do we defeat a giant Abraham Lincoln? Giant John Wilkes Booth?
Giant Abraham Lincoln. Wasn't that one of the bosses in Sam and Max?
Probably. I don't remember.
Yeah.
Actually, there's an episode of South Park where there's where friggin' whoever, I don't even remember who, I need to watch the episode again, friggin' makes the Lincoln Memorial statue of Abraham Lincoln stand up and walk, and they're like, how do we defeat a giant stone Abraham Lincoln? And then the computer goes, a giant stone John Wilkes Booth.
Oh, that reminds me.
They literally make a giant stone John Wilkes Booth to kill the Abraham Lincoln.
Wait a minute, you guys got in jail? I was gone for 5 minutes to wipe the sand off my paws, and you're in jail?
Yeah. Like, oh no, we're in Catboy jail.
Oh no, Brave! Oh no, we're back. Catboy Dungeon. What are we gonna do, Brave?
You're all not gonna let me live that down, are you?
Chopper's face in your face, not dissimilar, just slightly different implications.
Who's the warden? Who's the warden of the Catboy Dungeon, Leia?
No, the warden of this dungeon is Rob Lucci, because this is the Tower of Law.
Oh,
I think Leia would have been better.
Okay, now I am familiar with the Tower of Law. That is because I was there for that part of the game, at least.
I think Leia would be a better warden, no bias.
I have no idea what Leia would do with a dungeon full of Catboys and various chains and torture implements.
I also want to mention that the early seasons of South Park have like 1 billion episodes that have not aged well whatsoever.
Okay, seriously?
That is a big dude.
Hi, Whitebeard!
Like, if you want to talk episodes of South Park that have not aged well, there is literally an episode all about the subway guy who ended up being Predator.
Yeah, I've heard of that.
And in that episode, he's he's trying to promote wellness by trying to give everybody AIDS, like, workout AIDS, actual people AIDS, but everybody thinks he's talking about, the disease AIDS, the joke.
Rather than assistance, yeah.
Oh, that's funny, because there was a long time ago, I think it was like in the 70s, somebody made a dietary pill not a dietary pill, like this dietary supplement, and it was called AIDS.
Oh
AIDS.
Oh no.
Did they not know, or was it?
No, I don't think
どこ
Yeah, I
They-
don't think they
they-
were. I don't think they were aware of it
They-
because then
They weren't aware at that point. No,
No,
Well,
because
it's sort of like
the big AIDS epidemic hadn't happened yet. That brought public
Oh wait,
consciousness
what year was this?
70s.
70s.
Oh, I see. I thought this was recent. I was like,
No.
what?
It's sort of like Corona beer took a hit when the coronavirus became a really big deal.
Which is funny because coronavirus is just a class of viruses that there've been a zillion of.
Oh, hi,
Prog
Prog Rock.
Rock says, "Oh lol." I don't understand why you said later, Roshan. Lol.
Yeah, sorry. Hello. Oh yeah, we'll do our. Yeah, because I wanted to do both this and our VR chat thing. So
How you doing, Prog Rock?
Wanna-
Been a while since
そう
I've
ね
said hello to you.
Yes, Prog Rock. How are you?
and I realized that if I ask you to do it later, then I can do both. Because I don't have school tomorrow, so I don't have to. I don't have to worry about waking up early.
I have work tomorrow, and I really don't want to go.
Oh, you
Please
got
save
yo.
me from work.
本当にもう
My anti brave abuse bazooka is still in development, but I promise you I'm putting all my resources into it.
Yes, please. Please, work really wears me down emotionally and physically. Please.
Yep, but now
And-
we're in the Tower of Law, the world's most powerful living pirate. Well,
The
living pirate
mustache.
at the time, yeah.
The mustache is how you know
白ひげのおっさん
the power is directly
Mustache.
proportional to the
こん
mustache.
なところにいるんだ
Mustache.
Stop.
慣れ慣れしい口を聞く小僧だ。 おめえに
So you're talking about John Wick
答える
Spoof. It
理由はねえ
reminded me.
よ
I'm going to put a thing in that happened totally unprompted in a simulation chat people were doing based on the Hunger Games. They were running it with like random characters
Oh,
and stuff.
those. Yeah,
And
those are fun.
I about died when this happened.
大海賊白ひげ
Yeah.
江戸
Do you want to
は
do one day? Do you want to do a simulation with our characters?
That would be
Just for
fun. That would be
Oh
fun.
my god.
Yeah, by the way, when it comes to Whitebeard, the only person in that cell who's ever met
John Wilkes
Whitebeard.
Booth? Who put John Wilkes Booth in this?
Oh no.
Oh dear.
Was it
As
a
I
small
was getting ready to
disagree?
say, the only person inside this jail cell who has seen Whitebeard is Luffy.
Oh.
初めてこんな間近で見たわね
すげえ
Because Luffy met Whitebeard during the Paramount War.
Uh,
メモリアでの頂上戦争じゃ
who should I put in this Hunger Games thing?
だが
How
どうして白ひげ
about
がここに
a Confederate sympathizer who assassinated the president?
If I gave you 3 guesses as to who put John Wilkes Booth in there, I bet you could really, if you, I
Haggis.
bet you. It wasn't
Haggis,
Haggis. It wasn't Haggis, but you weren't far off.
Menlo?
I don't know who.
Nope.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Ding ding ding.
It was Lenlo?
No, it was Yap.
Yep.
Shinu Inu.
I don't know who Yap is.
Shinu Inu.
Okay.
The one I kept calling on the server, I kept calling him Raw Dog because of the funny mistranslation he did with the Japanese
それ
kanji.
にして
I'm
も
going for dog.
なん
Was
で
try-
みんな
I wanted
一緒
his
に
name to be
白ひげが
Dog
い
Meat.
るんだ
I just
And-
realized I wish I hadn't have pressed that button because of Chopper's dance. Chopper was just
Oh.
wobbling back and forth, going, yeah!
I love Chopper so much.
ここ
He's
も
so dumb.
アラ
I
バス
hate
タみたい
him.
に私たちの
I hate you!
I hate you!
Chopper's
I'm
great.
kidding. I'm
I'm kidding. I just-
そうなんですよ
じゃあ
to be funny.
こ
You-
こがアラバスタ
The contrarian kitty strikes again.
Listen, there's nothing going on in that head of his, and that's why he's great.
これからどうする
I'm
You wanna,
not
you wanna clip that, Kit?
Yeah.
白ひげが NS ロビーにいるということ
Although, actually, there are things going on in that head because one, he's a literal fucking doctor. Two, he has a lot of emotional trauma.
行ってみましょう
Yep. Brew followed after Whitebeard.
He is a very traumatized little reindeer.
First his own reindeer family assaulted him for having a blue nose. Then he ate the human fruit, and then transformed into a full looking human. But since he's still part reindeer, everybody was scared of him because they thought he was an abominable snowman. So they all tried to shoot him. So then he wandered Drum Island until he found Dr. Hiraluck. And Dr. Hiraluck saved him.
Dr. Hiraluck fucking died.
Yep.
Like the most like.
Yeah, that entire sequence was probably one of the things that saved my life. Honestly.
Yes.
It's like what? It's like when does a man truly die? A man truly dies when he is forgotten. Yeah, go after Whitebeard. Why is Whitebeard in the Tower of Law anyway?
Oh no. I don't fucking know. I know.
Way too strong.
You know what would be fun for one stream now that we've done Geometry Dash? And Zeronin can join in too, maybe. Because, what about Minecraft? We need to do all the Zoomer games.
Sure you do.
Right, Kit? You'd be so excited to do all the Zoomer games, right?
You need to play more putt-putt
Is it too
first.
late to take me to the grave with you, Whitebeard?
You need to play more putt-putt first.
No, he needs to play more Zoomer games. He needs to suffer.
おっさん知らねえって本人が知らなくても白ひげがそうなのか
Oh, I don't think it's suffering, but
Look, unless it's putt saves the dynamite factory or something. He is a very large gentleman.
Hey, Kit, check your DMs.
Yeah, Luffy. I love how Luffy is just chatting casually with the strongest man in the world.
That's just how he do. Oh my god, what a crossover.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. I'm astonished Tom would draw that.
Yeah?
I don't wanna.
Given the crossover connotation. Chopper's alarmed face is. It's true. Us totally not old men hate being called old men.
you're not old enough to be called old to be. You can do. As much as we like teasing you.
Old, but I'm not that old.
Hello,
Young, but
Dan.
I'm not that old.
Hey, Dan. The capybara. Thank you.
Dan's faith affirmed. It's been reaffirmed.
The real One Piece was the friends we made along the way.
Do we know what the One Piece is?
I mean,
Nope.
Actually?
Nope.
Nope. No idea.
Has it not ended yet?
Nope.
No, One Piece is still going.
We are currently at chapter 1110.
Holy shit.
Yeah, still going. Still going. No sign of stopping anytime soon.
I don't even know if they're ever going to find it, because it's not
So many people are scared that Ichiro Oda is going to die before he finishes writing it. That is a real possibility.
What is that laugh? What?
I wonder if he has an actual plan for how to end it, or if it's just he's just writing it as it goes.
Ow!
That is the power of the. That is the power of the tremor fruit.
Damn.
Kit, you are hilarious.
I have
You are incredibly silly.
no idea what you're talking about.
So
I know
Kit,
exactly what I'm talking about.
can I ping you about pinging now? I'm gonna do it no matter you say yes or no. I'm gonna ping you anyways, but
Oh well, by all means then.
you cannot stop the kitty. The
It's a
kitty is
formality. You're asking for theoretical purposes.
yes.
Spare it with a knife.
I'm a
down
cat.
the end.
I'm a cat, Kit. I'm Kitty. You can't stop me. You know that. The cat, the almighty cat is unstoppable.
Kit, you should check your DMs again.
Yeah, everyone's laughs is different. They have their own individual laughs in One Piece. Like Luffy's is shit 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 shit, and Whitebeard's
Wouldn't it be
is
she?
and
Because
what,
she is not a sound in Japanese.
that's just Luffy's
Yeah,
laugh.
it's she.
And Whitebeard's is good. Da, 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 da.
I see. I still do remember the sounds of Japanese, even if it's been years since I've actually spoken it.
やっぱりこの世界も
Although
Mugiwara.
大きく違うわね。
most kanji, except for the very basic stuff, has left me though.
What would happen if they were at like a party, someone told a really funny joke and they all started laughing? It would just break into this weird cacophonous, bizarre.
Yeah, you should check your DMs.
Yep.
部下が捕まっているということかしら。
白ひげが自ら
Oh, now that's just not fair.
There we go. Yep. And again, more of that.
Caution. Oh, the caution strike thing was just the warning.
Okay, so yeah, apparently they have Whitebeard. They apparently have some of Whitebeard's crew captive in Annie's lobby, and that's why Whitebeard's here.
So,
It's interesting. Are they his actual family, or does he just call his crew his family?
He calls his crew his family because that's what the big thing that Whitebeard has always wanted. He wanted his own family.
Oh.
So everyone on his crew he considers family. There's only one person on his crew that he once considered family but doesn't consider it anymore. His name is Blackbeard. Marshall D. Teach killed his crewmate to steal the dark fruit.
Yeesh.
それでこの先どうするんだ。
何が脱出の黒キューブの手がかりになるかまだわからないわ。直接的には関係ない可能性もあるけど。
I can see that being a
このまま
problem.
白ひげに。
よし。おっさん、
And
早いとこおっさんの仲間
would you be interested in? Well, they might spoil it anyway, but are you interested in spoils of the fate of Whitebeard?
In for a penny, in for a pound, I guess.
Yeah. At the end of the Paramount War, Whitebeard dies, and Blackbeard steals his devil fruit power.
Oh.
That isn't particularly nice.
No, it isn't. Does he steal his mustache too? Because that would just be rude.
No. Hey, Brave, you still there?
Yes.
Just checking because I heard clicks. I heard clicks before, but if you're still here, then we're good.
Okay.
However, none of the Whitebeard pirates were there, so the group decided to cross the Bridge of Hesitation and head for the second bridge pier.
Bridge of Hesitation. Is it?
Yeah, that's what they call the bridge that connects to the connects one island to a pier that's on the other side of the humongous giant gates of justice. because there are 3 giant, humongous gates of justice that gives the world government access to its own private waterway that exists between 3 locations. In East Lobby, the place where place that we're at now, Impel Down, the underwater Supermax Guantanamo Bay level prison, and Navy HQ.
Okay. And here I was thinking it was this place like our heroes went to the Bridge of Hesitation, then they went back, but then they decided to go forward again, but then they had to stop for a minute, but then they went forward.
Yeah, they call it the Bridge of Hesitation because whoever they bring along, whoever passes through the Bridge of Hesitation, sees the gates of justice, and then they realize that once they pass through the gates of justice, their fate is sealed.
Oh, it's like the Bridge of Sighs in Venice. They called it the Bridge of Sighs that went from the Doge's palace complex to the prison, because that was the last time you'd be able to look out at the city before you were incarcerated.
Pretty much.
I wonder if that was an inspiration.
Maybe.
Well, to be fair, all of Water 7 is basically Venice. Because it has all the waterways and shit.
Good, I fixed it.
Yay.
That one's ready to go then. That one's ready to go.
Nice. Yep, we have Whitebeard with us. Exploring these locations.
How is he walking with you? Isn't he just gonna crunch everything you walk on?
I know, right? Rear Admiral Barricade.
Yeah, barricade that rear, I don't ya.
Hey, Dan.
It's been here a while.
I know.
Yeah,
I had to AFK to help Mom, and now I'm back. Hello.
Welcome back, Danielle.
Thank you. How you doing?
What is with this dude's teeth?
He's probably one of the half-animal guys.
What did he eat? What did he eat? The underachiever walrus? The underachiever walrus? Underachiever walrus?
No, actually, it's short
walrus
for Dana.
Really?
My real name is Dana, but I go by Dan because some people don't know how to pronounce Dana.
Interesting.
I didn't think Dana was that hard of a name, but then again, I didn't think my real name was that hard either, and people managed to mess that up.
I
So.
live in a Latino community. Wherever I go to the restaurants and put down my name, they're all like Dana or Donna or Dana.
I see.
Just like at this point, I mean, I've had like northwestern United States friends be just like, oh hey Dana, or no, hey Dana. Oh hey Deanna, how you doing, Deanna? So I just go by Dana at this point.
Can't pronounce my name?
Roshan?
Close. It's a little wrong. I just don't correct people.
Is it Roshan?
Yeah. It's like a what's this? That's like the upside down E. I forgot the name of it. Like the phonetic thing.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah.
Barricade.
IPA.
Oh no.
Anyways, it's more of like a. It's kind of in between a U and it's because it's Nepali, so it's gonna be a little weird, no matter like sometimes.
My brain does not know what to do with this collage of a man, this barricade guy. He's got a trucker beard and like a baseball cap.
Watch out! He's gonna barricade his rear. Watch out!
He's got walrus teeth. He's got like a naval coat and then a business suit. And then he fights with a crusader sword. There's just so much going on.
Oh no, all the captains, most all the admirals in the Navy look like that.
Vice
like
Admiral.
If you see the big three, you look at them, you're all like, wow, they're really snazzy to the nines for being like big old guys. One Piece.
Oh, just one more
Big
thing.
Three.
I think I mentioned this before, but Roxanne, the name Roxanne is actually based off of a feminine version of my name. Of
Really?
Russian. Yeah.
Oh,
That's why-
interesting. Interesting.
That's why I picked Roxanne, because again, I'm lazy with names, so just like fuck it. We basically Roshan is a Persian, Afghani, Pakistani, Indian, Nepali name, like sort of just that area.
Okay.
It's common. And the French imported the feminine version of that name, Roshana, which is just you add an A at the end, and somehow it became Roxanne.
Interesting.
Yep,
Yeah.
I put all the soldiers to sleep. The only thing I need to do now is go after Barricade.
Can't Whitebeard just like literally just like walk over and step on him? Or like give him a no whack with his stick? I would think.
Well,
my real
it's not his
my real
turn yet.
name my real name's gone through not very many revisions. It's more the Americanization that confuses people. It's overall it's stayed pretty much identical.
It's Welsh, right?
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's the American version. They simplify the spelling.
Mm. Oh yeah, because Welsh spelling is funny.
Yeah.
Fun about all that, isn't it fun? How all of what is now like Britain, Wales, Ireland, Scotland, all that. You know how all that is. Like, all that used to be populated by Celtic peoples, and then the Romans invaded, and people from Europe started coming up in there, and then slowly over the course of 300 years, basically replaced all the Celtic people and assimilated them into their culture.
It's a mess. I'm putting the name of an actual Welsh town in voice text. This is a real Welsh town. I'm not
Is it
making it up.
the one that starts with L that I can't pronounce?
There it is. Silio Gogogo.
Yep. That is a real town.
Will
That's a
Will
famous
go
one.
Guri Quern and Sil Go
I
Go
know
Go.
the person pronounced this, and it's not at all pronounced the way you would think.
No, it's
Because Welsh works weirdly.
yeah, like a single F is pronounced like a V. A double F, however, is an English F. A single L is an English L, but a double L is like an English L, except you pull out the sides of your tongue as you say it. Like, it's literally, I don't, that's how I was taught anyway.
And like, aren't W's probably like ooh?
So in Welsh, W is a vowel with is the oo sound, like two O's.
Oh, and apparently the SH sound, this is kind of about my name again, sorry. Apparently the SH sound is not really in Nepali, so technically it's supposed to be Rustan.
Oh, interesting.
Rustan. But my name is also very Americanized.
Well, and I would have definitely gotten it wrong, because like one of the things that like I have learned is that the key characteristic of a Utah accent is pronouncing everything wrong. That's really the long and short of it. If you want to know the trick.
I mean, your accent doesn't sound that different from something I hear in like Southern California, but
Piston Navy.
We have a town spelled hurricane, pronounced hurricane.
that is kind of weird.
They omit T's in the middle of words a lot, like internet and mountain is usually internet and mountain.
Fist that sea man. Oh.
Gee.
All the Anglo-Saxons came in and assimilated all the Celtic people into their culture.
Not all of them. The Welsh are still around. The
yeah.
Welsh.
Yeah, the Welsh are pretty much like the only ones who got out unscathed. Well, for the most part.
Well, that was the big area of Germanic migrations. So.
Yo, is Admiral Isho in this one?
I think he is.
Fuck yeah!
Because
a lot
he
of
makes an
people
appearance in.
like to say that the Germanic peoples killed all the Celts, but they did not. They just kind of assimilated them.
Yeah.
Slowly over the course of 300 years.
That's the thing about being Welsh. We just can't be arsed to be conquered forever. You know, we're just too nonplussed about everything.
Please don't kill him. Okay, good.
Dang, that's only how much damage that did? That looked like that should have just bisected him.
I mean, out of all the, past, I think Wales, out of all of them, had the least wars with England just because they got conquered so early. You know,
there's not been a lot of conflict. There's not been a lot of like internecine conflict involving the Welsh compared to the rest of Britain.
Yeah.
Not zero, but not as much.
Did you all know that at one point there was a kingdom in Wales that was ruled by an Irish king?
I did. That was just but it was very common in those days for foreigners to be the kings of.
But what you didn't know was that the Irishman was a sheep.
Not even in those days. There were many. I think the king of Greece was a German. Really, Germans were the kings of a lot of places in those periods.
Yep. Prince Albert was German.
Yep. Because there were just so many Germans because of the Holy Roman Empire.
What on earth noise was that?
Dude snoring.
That was...
No, they do that.
Get that guy a pill or something. Maybe a pill or something. He's having a rough time over there.
Who else had a German monarch? I think Romania did. Romania had the same dynasty actually as the German Empire. They were the same family. The Hohenzollerns of the German Empire, like Wilhelm II.
They rule a lot of places at one point.
Yeah. Well, are you talking about German princes in general, or just the Hohenzollerns?
That family.
Only no, the Habsburgs were the big.
That's right. No, you're right.
So were you worried about overkill on that one? It looked like for a minute there.
Yeah, the
thing is though is that if any of Barricade's soldiers died, then Barricade would have gotten a stat buff.
I see.
So I was trying to avoid hitting all of them, because normally I would just wipe the entire field.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering about.
But it said like anytime any of his allies would go down, he would gain a stat buff. So I wanted to avoid that.
Yeah. So just for context, the Habsburgs once owned, once the leading house of the Holy Roman Empire, so Germany basically. The territories of Austria-Hungary, though it wasn't Austria-Hungary yet, it was still just Austria.
Yeah.
And then at their peak, they also owned Spain, Portugal, and the entirety of their empire. So add most of the Americas.
Yes, but the Whitebeard family owned the wild lands of the Weird Laugh factories.
What? I'm
Laugh
very
factories.
confused.
Yeah, I said that they cut me off halfway. I was saying he owned the wild lands that contained all of the Weird Laugh factories. That's how the Whitebeard family got all of those to themselves.
Oh, you're talking about One Piece. I thought you were talking because we were talking about European history. Okay, that makes sense.
Wait a minute, they said there was an admiral up ahead?
I mean, I have a fairly weird laugh, so I suppose I could own up to that. But...
Okay, they said there was an admiral up ahead. Now I'm wondering which one.
My brother always makes fun of my laugh.
Siblings are there to make fun of your everything.
Yeah, fair. It's not like I don't make fun of him. It would be weird if I didn't.
Like the other day, my sister sent me. I was getting my car emissions inspections done, and my sister said, "Don't forget to check the air pressure on your tires." And I said, "Oh, thanks," because they went out quicker last time for some reason. And then I followed back with, "You smell," a smiley face. So
what a great, what a very
I'm a good brother.
Great brother.
Yes.
Yes. Kit, you are truly the greatest of brothers.
Hey, I'll tell you though, my brother, I miss getting into mischief with him because one of the things my childhood was punctuated with was my all-time favorite game that we invented that we would have gotten in so much trouble for. We invented the glorious sport of indoor baseball.
Are you talking about Grizz's dad?
Yeah. Yeah. We invented indoor baseball, which we used a mini bat and a hacky sack as the ball. And because of the layout of my folks' house, you had to run through a hallway to the kitchen where first base was, and then you had to run to a second hallway where second base was at an intersection, and then third base was coming back into the same living room, and then home plate was, obviously where you started. The problem was, at the time, we had a dog that was that we were still training, and so we had baby gates on the kitchen. So in order to get to first base and from first base to second, you had to vault the baby gates.
No.
By the way,
how did your parents not catch you?
Time for giant steppies.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
damn.
Here we go.
Yeah, that was inevitable.
Steppies?
Yeah, all the steppies.
Hey, it's
Oh, are you cleaning up the rest of the room then?
Some weird stuff in this game. That's.
I want Leia steppies.
Would you break?
Well, then all you gotta do is join join the. All you gotta do is join the Navy.
Rear Admiral.
To get Leia steppies?
I beat Barricade a while ago.
Yeah, I know. It's just like wondering where you went, and now you're just cleaning up the room, right?
We beat Barricade. That ended that fight, and then we moved to the next one, and now there's just a bunch of mooks in the way.
Oh, I see. The battle stage looks the same. Okay.
Yeah, because it's an RPG.
Right.
Seriously. That's the source of his power. I was wrong. It's not the mustache. It's the way he laughs.
He minioned. Commander Weak minioned. Ah, jeez, I hate that.
That animation reminds me of the way Salo punched Carnival.
I
now have a challenge for Brooke, which is to make a song out of Whitebeard's laugh. Like, what on earth could he be playing that would actually make that work? Dan rises to the occasion.
I'm the bard. Oh.
Well, he is the bard, effectively.
Brooke,
See, we have something in common.
Okay, I do have a question though. It's been almost 2 hours.
Being a skeleton bard really means you can make a dead beat. Oh.
Yeah, and probably good time to stop.
Good night, dear sanity. I knew you so briefly.
Yeah, let me go ahead and state this really quick. I'm gonna attempt to invade the Rue crew after this, but there is a situation happening. I am going to be hanging out. Tomorrow is still game night, but then on Saturday I am likely going to be hanging out with my IRL friends.
Yeah,
oh, that's awesome. That's great.
So we're going to be going out for Chicago style pizza.
Hell yeah!
Oh, that sounds awesome.
Now you're making me hungry though.
Bruh. Oh, that's hype.
How about all of us get Chicago style pizza?
I mean, I'm in Chicago, so
You're lucky.
Give us it.
I can have it whenever I want.
Yeah, I've seen Chicago style pizza. They're just like deep dish.
Yeah.
Oh well, then the solution is obvious. Party at Roshan's.
Party Roshans, you're gonna have to pay for my plane tickets.
I don't have money.
Me neither. That's why I'm asking you.
Wait a minute.
No, don't worry. I'll
That's
just
what we
grow
gotta
some
do. Is
feathers.
we just gotta ship ourselves in pizza boxes. There you go. Genius level thinking.
I'll just get myself bird brained and grow some feathers.
Heavens to Murgatroyd.
Yeah.
Heavens to Murgatroyd.
Yeah, we can give you the bird. We can give you the bird fruit model albatross, and you'll have the same powers of freaking Morgans. Oh wait, Morgans can't fly either.
Oof.
Wait, why? What is the albatross doesn't actually give flight?
No, Morgans just can't. No, Morgans just never figured out how to fly with his devil fruit powers.
Oh, he's just that dumb. Okay.
Yeah, he's a freaking news guy, not a fly guy.
Yeah, well, the news guy in Tears of the Kingdom was also a fly guy. It can't be that hard.
Yeah, but for all intents and purposes, Morgans is like third level. Like, if I'm to list off favorite characters in One Piece, and I'm basically talking while we're raiding to raid, it's first, my favorite character is Shanks. Second favorite is Law. Third character is Morgans, and then the Straw Hats from there.
Nice.
My favorite.
Mine's. Sorry.
Yeah,
you go.
No. My favorite face of Law ever was when he accepted the assistance of the Straw Hats in Punk Hazard, and then they tied, and then they said, "Okay, I'm gonna try and figure out the way to help those giant children who are drugged by an evil scientist. Where's your doctor? I need him to come with me." And they
am the doctor.
And then they tied Chopper to his head.
Oh dear.
And then the face. And then the face he makes when you see him in that scene. He realizes the full weight of his terrible mistake.
Oh, that's funny.
I'll find that picture for you. It's great. But with 10 seconds left, thank you all for joining us. We'll see you all next time. Bye bye.
Bye. I have to join Rain in a couple minutes.